Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're talking about Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is allegedly drawing interest from the Indiana Pacers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Detroit Pistons. Sources tell Keith Pompey of the Philadelphia Inquirer. The Pacers have reportedly shown the most interest. Sources add that the Sixers are overvaluing Tobias Harris and demanding an outrageous package in return. Tobias Harris has an incredible agent who has him making $39 million next year. The Indiana Pacers have $95 million in guaranteed salaries, meaning with the new salary cap at $136 million, they could actually just trade picks for Tobias Harris and are able to absorb his contract in its entirety under their salary cap. But I've suggested that if they did a package of Buddy Hield, TJ McConnell, Jalen Smith, and Chris Duarte, maybe throw them their late first round pick they have in this year's draft for Tobias Harris, would you guys do that? So that's about $34 million in salary going out in 4 players: Chris Duarte, who they're looking to trade; TJ McConnell, who's basically the third point guard behind Andrew Nembhard and Tobias Halliburton. Did I say Tobias? Tyrese Halliburton and Andrew Nembhard. And TJ's the third guy. Chris Duarte's a guy they've been trying to trade. Buddy Hield's an expiring contract, and Jalen Smith is an odd man out. So Jalen Smith would give, the Sixers a backup center. Chris Duarte would give them a 3-and-D wing on a multi-year deal. They get Buddy Hield, who's a sharpshooter, and TJ McConnell, who can be a level-headed backup point guard, and they save $2 to $3 million off of Tobias Harris's deal, and they could maybe even get a pick out of it. But is that an overpay in your minds for Tobias Harris? He's extension eligible, so if the Pacers were to trade him, they could extend him a contract extension, and then he would have a starting lineup for the foreseeable future of Tyrese Halliburton, either Benedict Mathurin, Andrew Nembhard, Tobias Harris, Miles Turner, and whoever you decide to be the power forward, or you could have Tobias Harris be the power forward, and then maybe draft like Cam Whitmore, Asar Thompson, or a wing with that, top 10 pick that they have. That right there in itself, not a bad deal in my opinion. But what do you guys think is Tobias Harris's trade value? I mean, the Pistons, this is a guy who has played or started his career with the Milwaukee Bucks, then he played with the Orlando Magic, then he played for the Clippers, then he played for the Pistons, or the Pistons, then the Clippers, and now he's played with the Sixers. For such a good basketball player, 1 or 2-time All-Star, this is a guy that I feel like routinely has just been undervalued by teams, but I think the Sixers are now one of the first teams to overvalue him, maybe. What are your guys' thoughts on the likelihood we see a guy like Tobias Harris traded? And if you're a Sixers fan or a fan of one of the teams, I don't know what the Cavs could offer. TBH, like, no offense, Cavaliers or Cavs fans, what are you guys offering for Tobias Harris that people would be interested in? I'm kind of curious. But that's the video. Like, comment, and subscribe.